ashrams, adinams of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Making the world better place. Constantly, state, space, powers,
the grand vision that he says, Swamiji always says, for me, you are not a number. It's evolving to the next level from monk. So we'll be continuing with another round of beautiful Paramashivoham Brihad Dehendriyadibihi, meaning, right? You can measure it against a measuring tape or against the wall. Just mark it and it's possible. I don't think any of us can see our own eyeball. Try smell. Are you able to feel the exact same part of this? But yet, we perceive a eye which is there separate from the body. Am I right? What frequency your body is tuned to, that is what matches seen in your reality. You realize that you are the one creating the body as it is. So you can alter it the way you want. So are we ready for this round? Internalization processes, whether it's the power manifestation, is all preparing ourselves for that ultimate moment. And today being Vijaya Rasami, that great celebration, initiation, and ensure you are here for the preparation for that initiation also. And call your friends and families, don't let anyone miss it. Okay, so let's start. Sit straight. Start chanting the Mahavakya as Bhagavan, as Durga, as Devi herself. Start the power manifestation.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyanam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Continue manifesting intensely. You will literally see the difference after this. You will be able to see how your height has so strongly increased. Swamiji says that the only reason people are short is due to holding on to a fear pattern. When you understand that you are a Hindu, and as a Hindu, initiated disciple, you are needed for this world. The universe needs you, wants you, cherishes you, celebrates you. Drop any fear that is coming up as you're doing the manifestation. Hold on so strongly just to the one cognition. Swamiji has said, I can manifest. So I have to manifest. Nothing else is the reality. Moreover, let's understand, Swamiji so clearly said, even deciding whether to be in Dvaita or Advaita, up to that level, leave it to Paramashiva. Whether to manifest or not, just leave it to Paramashiva. You, Paramashiva, let Paramashiva do whatever he wants. In that space, chant the Mahavakya, connect to Paramashiva, unclutch intensely, and do the manifestation.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
If at all you come across any blocks while you're manifesting, please post it. I will address it. I can address any issues that you're having during the whole manifestation process. So feel free to reach out. Just clicking with the powerful cognition is all that is necessary for manifestation to happen. Swamiji says powerful cognition is what makes power manifestation happen. The ultimate goal is not power manifestation. The ultimate goal is becoming Paramashiva. As a side effect, all these powers manifest. But every time we manifest a power, we have manifested Paramashiva. That is why we celebrate. We have taken one step more towards Paramashiva and away from the mind. And when we celebrate it, we reinforce the power of it to ourselves. So you can share with your partner whatever Paramashiva. You can go back and measure your height right now. Go back to the wall, stand against the wall, measure your height, and check what the difference is. Every pattern you break, I'm telling you for each one of us. See, every time you see, you have a click, immediately manifest powers. I'm telling you, this is such a powerful key to seeing that success in manifesting powers. Every time you have a click, you feel, wow, this was where I was stuck. Now it's a totally different perspective. That minute sit, keep a coconut, roll it. Take your Atmalinga and make it stand. Or measure your height and increase your height. Some power manifestation, do it at that moment. It will solidify that powerful cognition as your experience. Now, we are going to be moving on to the next session where Swamiji gives us the higher powerful cognitions. Swamiji is going to be explaining to us what the thought current for life we should have is. As of now, whatever we think about, if any situation comes up, Swamiji literally says that even if you're happy, you'll be like, oh God, how long is this happiness going to last? I don't think I deserve this happiness. Due to so many cognitions that have been inflicted, we have become life negative beings. We see a lot of people outside who preach about positive thinking, think positive affirmations. But Swamiji says none of this works because they're all working with the subconscious and unconscious mind. Only a conscious decision matters in the cosmos. Swamiji's teaching us is going to be now initiating us into that life positivity, where the very thread of your life will become positivity expansion. Let us now listen to these higher powerful cognitions from Swamiji himself.
Life is the greatest miracle. Life is the greatest contribution. Life is the greatest gift to the universe from Paramashiva. Life is very extension of Paramashiva, my own being. Life is very extension of Paramashiva. When you realize and make yourself life positive, you give a superconscious breakthrough to yourself. When the group of humanity makes life positive decisions for themselves, they give superconscious breakthrough for their group. When a nation makes a life positive decisions and governance, it gives superconscious breakthrough to itself. If a civilization makes itself life positive. It gives superconscious breakthrough to itself. If a whole humanity makes life positive decisions and strategies, it gives superconscious breakthrough to itself. Life is miracle. Life is the greatest gift from Paramashiva. Every life is miracle. In your personal cognition about yourself, as a first person, be life pro, life positive. In the second person, relationships with the people in front of you, be life pro, life positive. With the third person, be life positive, life pro. There is something called fourth persons. We don't even remember, like animals. Animals in the ocean, animals in the forest, even towards them, be life positive. There's a fifth person, plants, trees, hills, rivers, oceans, be life positive even towards them. Listen intensely. If you operate with intense love, powerful cognitions like a love, compassion, joy, bliss, giving, the Ananta Kalyana Gunas of Paramashiva, you will expand so much. Your perception about you will expand. Your perception about life, reality will expand. Reality itself will expand. Understand? This is what I call life positive decisions. Actually, if you operate from this life positivity, even the chemicals and hormones your body secretes, manifests, strengthens your immune system. There are multiple tons of researches nowadays. If you just Google, you will find tons of proofs for what I am saying. If you operate what you consider as a love, joy, bliss, compassion, even that, the chemicals and hormones your body manifests, strengthens your immune system. And if you operate from the cosmic cognition of you are Paramashiva, the kind of the hormones and chemicals your body will manifest and the kind of the immune systems, the strength your immune system will feel, the strength you will experience is unimaginable. And I tell you, same way, every action you do from fear, guilt, anger, anxiety, the kind of the hormones and chemicals you release inside your system breaks your system literally, breaks your nervous system and destroys your whole body and mind. Absolutely for life. Make yourself more and more life positive for life. The whole vision of your life matters, not small actions. Vision should be for life. If a child is about to drink the poison without knowing it is poison, a mother may not be very polite in stopping the child. If she cares for the child, she will jump and become ferocious and snatch that poison and save the child. The action may be ferocious, but the vision is life positive. She cares for the child. Same way, sometimes your actions, I'm not saying always need to be ferocious, but the first priority should be for life. Your vision and life should be for life, positive. Absolute life positive. Saguni may look very sweet. He was very sweet to Kauravas. But his vision was not for the life of Kauravas. He was destroying Kauravas. He was looking very sweet, behaving very sweet. Does not mean he's a good guy. Understand? Our priority should be for life. Vision. Life positive. Saguni can never win. Traitors can never win. They are fundamentally life negative people. They can never win. Be life positive. Go on be contributing.
Pure life positivity, absolute life positive energy is superconsciousness of Paramashiva. The food you eat, the way it is produced, the way it is processed or cooked, the way it is consumed, the way you detox yourself, clean your body after the digestion, the whole thing, end to end, should be absolutely life positive. Same way, the words you generate, see, the pure vibration is the nada in you. How you convert that nada into sabda, sabda into language, how you use those words on yourself, and how you use that words on others, and how others use words on you, and how you consume, get impacted, decide to get impacted by the words others use on you. The whole thing should be with absolute life positivity. Listen, I'll explain step by step. Whether the words you create and use within yourself, use on others, and the words others use on you, and the way you decide to cognize, cherish, get impacted by others' words, everything should be life positive, pure positivity. The way your food, the way your words, the way your consciousness functions, the way you cognize things happening, the way you build yourself, the way you build your life's experiences, everything should be absolutely life positive. Absolutely pure positive. I tell you, I am going to explain in multi-level, multiple levels, how the attitude and aptitude should be aligned to life positive. And one more thing, till you align the whole thing to pure positive, you are going to come back again and again and again. So better let us do it as early as possible. Let's not postpone. Let us not postpone, because till you do it, you are going to come back. In every level, experience absolute life positivity. Intense life positivity is enlightenment. Withdrawal, cherishing life negativity is not going to end till you become life positive. You are going to continue to suffer wherever you are. So better to choose the life positivity now. Better to choose the pure positivity now. From now, let us start building. Intense life positivity. Intense life positivity. Intense life positivity. With tremendous love, activism. My gurus were focused on making the right fermentation inside me. If you allow the bliss fermentation inside you, you will be attracting so much of life positivity. You will be just planning to expand more and more and more. I'll give you the signs of how bliss fermentation can be done inside your system, so that you can manifest sthiti, sustenance, maintenance energy of Paramashiva. Listen.
I'll give you the scale. When you ferment, I'll give you the scale how to find out whether you are fermenting bliss in your life, worry or suffocation or suffering, what you are fermenting in your life. I'll give you the scale. When you allow the fermentation of bliss in your space, inner space, you will be overflowing. You will be just overflowing. Excitement, inspiration, life positivity in your words, thoughts, energy, bubbly, bubbly. Such an exciting, inspiring. Your food intake will drastically reduce. Understand? Most of you eat because you feel empty inside. And you feel by filling the food, you can fill the emptiness inside. If you ferment bliss inside you, drastically your food intake will reduce. Fundamentally, this principle of rejuvenation and the knowledge about the ultimate reality, the truth, karma, the ultimate truth is we just need to go on and on and on with the life positivity. There is no eternal hell in Hindu tradition. It's giving you chance again and again to be life positive, rejuvenate yourself and rejuvenate everyone. The principle of rejuvenation. Listen carefully. See, once or twice, one day or 2 days, you may miss puja. But if you create the ecosystem of doing puja every day, that is enough. Same day, 1 or 2 days you may miss yoga. But if you create the ecosystem of doing yoga every day, that is enough. You will be naturally successful. You will be naturally aligned to yoga. Even if you miss 1 or 2 days, next day you will say, at least let me do 2 Surya Namaskar as a ritual. You will start it. Same with puja. Even if you miss 1 day, next day, let me at least do it few minutes. And Jalalingam Stapayami and do the puja. The principle of rejuvenation, extreme life positivity, makes us do all the best decisions about life. Listen, we human beings are here on the planet Earth, after all, to celebrate life. So we should focus on contributing to ourselves and to others and for the next generation. That is why we treat the earth as living energy, Bhuma Devi. We don't see earth as a resource to be exploited and finish. No. Hindus are responsible for the most sustainable life lifestyle, life decisions, life positive decisions.
Listen, many times you get so attached with your reactionary, obsessive, compulsive behavior pattern. If somebody points you that pattern, you feel that they are binding you, suffocating you. They are controlling you. Hey, I am telling you who is controlling you and asking you to liberate yourself. I am your friend, sincere father and mother, not your enemy. I have seen multiple times people, when they associate, identify themselves with their obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern and suffocate themselves, they feel the decision they make out of their patterns is much better than living with me or living around me or listening to my truths, and they leave. After that, even though so much suffering comes in their life, they continue to live in that suffering because they took the decision. Their ego and arrogance cannot accept that they failed and come back. Just to retain and maintain their ego, they continue to suffer. Listen very carefully. The so-called positive thoughts cannot exist without the so-called negative thoughts. Like that is why this positive thinking and all doesn't work. Life positivity only works. Positive thinking does not work. Life positivity is different from positive thinking. Be very clear. Positive thoughts and negative thoughts will always coexist. Life positivity is the foundation. That's a constant. If you study the electromagnetic forces laws, electrostatic forces laws, all the principles, the constant is life positivity. There is no life negativity for life positivity. But there is negative thought currents for positive thought currents. Both are centered on constant, which is life positivity. So please understand. When you feel you are a broken part, you will always be afraid of the other pieces. If you know there is a constant which is in you, how much ever you have self-doubt, self-hatred, it will not go beyond certain limit. See, there are some people, they know, I fight with my husband, I fight with my wife, but I will never go to the extent of divorcing, leaving them. So that is what I call, even for your negativity, there is a limit. Even for your negative thoughts, there is a limit. Even for your self-doubt, there is a limit. So that self-doubt will have a self-confidence. Self-confidence will generate sometimes self-doubt. But both finally is established on the self.
when you know that self's quality, that is life positivity. Self-doubt or self-confidence is like a self-doubt is negative thoughts, self-confidence is positive thoughts, but self is constant.
revealed to all of us one of the most important and one of the most beautiful aspects of understanding how Kailasa exists, how we as an individual can connect, experience the Kailasa space, and how applying the science of collective integrity, understanding about whether it is understanding about why Kailasa, what is collective integrity or life positivity, each one step by step we are learning. In this particular session, Swamiji revealed about what is life positivity, the difference between the life positivity that Swamiji is speaking about and the so-called life positivity, speaking positive words that the normal people um, interact about. Our understanding is very limited. the moment it comes about what is life positivity, because it is not mere motivation, it is the principles based on which, the laws based on which the life functions. So for today, what have you all clicked with? What did you all understand? Can I request each of you to share? What did you all click with? What did you all understand? Ma Priyatma Swarupini, Ma Saroja Plush, Nithyanandam. Can I request each of you to share? Always choose for life. Yes, beautiful. See, the fundamental principle for all of us to live, to experience Paramashivoham, is to live, practice, apply the science of manifesting Paramashivatva, manifesting the experience of Paramashivoham. Every one of you that are sitting here, all the participants, we request each of you to take a few minutes, share what you have understood, and understand, just by constantly operating from life powerful cognitions, the understanding with which you operate life, the space from which you operate in life will completely change. The way you express, the way you experience, the way you react or respond to situations, all of them will completely change. So, all the participants that are sitting here with us, we're going to be doing a very beautiful exercise, internalization exercise, where we understand about this life positivity. I request all the participants, every one of you, to please take a few minutes and write down the words that you utter to yourself and to others for certain situations. Like, for example, whenever it comes to work, whenever it comes to speaking, connecting to people, certain things that you don't like, by default, your response mechanism becomes resistance. You'd say, oh, it is not going to happen, it is not going to work for me, and I will not be able to do all that. And constantly we carry so many words and notions inside of us. Swamiji beautifully tells, life is the greatest gift to the universe from Paramashiva. Life is the very extension of Paramashiva. Swamiji tells it's his own being. Intense life positivity is enlightenment. If you operate from life positivity, even the chemicals and hormones your body secretes manifests, strengthens your immune system, strengthens the base out of which you function. Every one of you that are sitting here, understand, every moment of your life, look back in your decisions, identify which are all life positive, ultimate life powerful cognitions. Look in and see what kind of words are you using for yourself, within yourself. Is your vision about yourself for life? Look in and see what kind of words are you using, creating inside you about yourself. What words are you using on others? Look into your life and identify, take a few minutes. Hope all of you have written down. We request all the participants, every one of you, once you have written down, please, you all can post in the chat that you're done writing. Just understanding this, cognizing this one truth will give you this powerful experience of manifesting the reality of Paramashiva. Now, we request all of you to please relax. From this space, with this understanding, declaration that you are Paramashiva, all the arguments happening inside you are all standing the army of against life. Your decision to remain integrated to Paramashiva is for life. Now, with this understanding, let us all enter into the power manifestation. In this power, you all can manifest the power of anima, where you're going to be decreasing the size of an object. Just through your conscious will, your you have the innate ability to make an object in front of you listen to you. When you realize, hey, you are Paramashiva, there's nothing on the outside that you need to struggle for. Paramashiva himself will manifest through you and he'll reveal it to you. Now, please keep any object in front of you, and you all can take its current measurement and see what its current sizes are. And you all can connect to a partner if you do not have, or even if not, you can just pick up an object and do it by yourself. Measure its current size. You can even trace it and chant the Mahavakya. For that size to get completely decreased, and give it a 21 minutes, you'll see automatically how beautifully the manifestation will happen. slowly. Please request all the participants to please relax. Now, we're all going to be understanding about the one of the most important aspects. We're going to be understanding about how saying yes to life gives us the ultimate superconscious DNA of Paramashiva himself. Constantly connecting to Paramashiva, manifesting his face in every aspect of your life will simply make you manifest Paramashiva. Make you experience that joy of being Paramashiva. Now, we will all be listening to the next session, a very important one, where we will be learning about the Sadashiva Tattva. Let's listen to the revelations.
Creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, putting in delusion or pulling out of delusion, and liberation. All the five. Listen. Creation, maintenance, destruction or rejuvenation, the Sangha Tattva, and putting into delusion or pulling out of delusion, Trobhava Tattva, and liberation. All these five aspects of Paramashiva is centered on destruction or rejuvenation, Samhara Tattva. Listen. If you cognize yourself powerfully as life, conscious, climax of your life will be rejuvenation. End of your body, you will be rejuvenated. You will not be dead. You will enter into Jiva Samadhi. You will enter into Mukti, Jivan Mukti. Listen. If you cognize yourself as body, just body, naturally, when you die, your end will be death. End of your body will be your death. If you cognize yourself as consciousness, end of your body will be mukti for you. Because you know your consciousness and you will be liberated from this body. You will radiate your Paramashivatva. End of your body will be mukti, liberation, if you feel, if you desire to cognize your consciousness. End of your body will be death if you desire to cognize your body. Understand? Whether you are going to be destroyed or rejuvenated, that decision is dependent on your conscious decision to cognize yourself. For example, if you cognize you are a cancerous tumor, you need to be removed from your body. If you cognize your body, removal of the cancerous tumor will be liberation for you. If you cognize you are a cancerous tumor, when the surgery is done, you will feel you are killed. If you cognize you are a body, when the surgery is done and the cancerous tumor is removed, you will feel healthy. Which side you decide to associate yourself decides whether you are going to be killed or rejuvenated at the end of your life. Listen carefully. With this consciousness, consciously cognizing, if you start living intensely, if you decide to live with this conscious cognition and start deciding intensely, start making conscious cognitions intensely, every principle you realize will become liberation. It will manifest as powers. Shaktipada, initiation from the master, electrifies your body, Kundalini Shakti, your physics, and makes the alchemy in you and makes your biology alive to manifest powerful cognitions into powers. The pure science into applied science. Pure science is the principle of time, Kala Tattva. Applied science is ability to play with time, stop the time or move the time and change the time. Understand? Powerful cognitions, when they are cognized with initiation, they just become powers in you. I want all of you to internalize this one truth today. Then I will lead you step by step, step by step. I'll give you a simple technique which I directly received from Arunagiri Yogeshwara. See, Arunagiri Yogeshwara is like literally my uncle, a very friendly, sweet uncle with whom you can tell everything. I'll tell all the gossip stories of Tiruvannamalai. It's not that I had only serious talks with him about enlightenment, cosmos, prapancha. No, many times I'll go and tell, I heard this person is having that person as a keep and this person ran away or that person died. All these village rumors, gossips, I'll go and report to him. Once I was reporting a death which happened in village, local village, to him, and said that a lot of people have gathered. This elderly person is dead. So slowly conversation turned towards death, and I asked him exactly what is death and what is its impact on the life. Of course, he gave me many wonderful understandings, realizations, including the experience. He showed me how the life moves and all that. Finally, I wanted to share this part today with you all. Many things he revealed and I'll share that in other satsangs. Now, I wanted to give this one important part to all of you. I asked him, how to conquer fear of death? He stretched his hand and said, anything you ask, will you give? I said, what? How can you even ask this as a question? It is yours. Please tell me. He said, give me your life. I said, whatever I know as life, I experience as life, I feel as life, it is yours. I put both my hands and held his hand and put my head on his hand. And he said, now you are dead. And actually I saw everything stopped functioning. I don't know how long the time was. The next I heard is, I am alive in you from now. And then he said, now I have given this life to you. Everything you have now from this moment is a bonus. I tell you, from that time till now, whenever I feel any difficulty externally, internally, only one thing I will remember, I am already dead. Now whatever I am having is a bonus. Come on. This one realization, even now it stays in my guts. It stays in my guts. It just rejuvenates me every time I remember. Every time I face the difficulties externally or internally, I remember holding his hand with my both hands and putting my head on his hand and declaring, I am giving everything to you. And he declaring, you are dead. And then he's saying, from now, I am alive in you. So the life is my gift. Everything is my gift. You can't complain about anything anymore. In multiple dimensions, I started realizing it. I can't take the life for granted anymore. I can't complain about anything, about anybody, about anything anymore. I can have only one thing, gratitude. Nothing else. I can't complain. God, what a shift He gave me in life. What a change He has done to me. A girl will not even have courage to run and escape from a stray dog, but if the same girl is having her child with her, she will fight with the lion, tiger to save her child, because the responsibility is due to love. Love triggered responsibility is an ecstasy, joy, not load. When you know all your struggles, He is struggling, you will take responsibility supported by love. Intense love triggered responsibility is ecstasy. If you understand this example, you will understand what I am saying. A girl won't even have the courage to run and save herself from a stray dog, but she will have a guts to fight with the lion or tiger if she has her child need to be protected and defended, because it is love triggered responsibility. If you start contemplating, cognizing, doing samyama on this powerful cognition, have only Paramashiva
as internal external dependency. Do not have, believe, think you need to have any external internal dependency other than Paramashiva, your consciousness. Any fear you have, greed you have, the false belief you have built, you need internal, external, other dependencies other than Paramashiva. Start penning down those patterns, root patterns, and start the completion process. Start integrating yourself to Paramashiva. You will see miracles start happening. You will see power manifestation start happening. You will see exactly everything you need start happening. Once that happens, you will start convincing others. You will start enriching others. Your economic policies, relationship policies, everything will be integrated to your Paramashivatva, consciousness, existence of Paramashiva. I am telling you, if you start doing dharana, pratyahara on this truth, hundreds and hundreds of truths will be revealed to you. Lot of delusions will start getting destroyed. Have matured conversation with yourself. Do this work. Do this as a homework. Then you will understand what I am saying. Then you will understand what I am saying. Listen to this sacred secret. Listen. Initially, when you put this idea into you, you will have too much of resistance, anger, guilt, fear, too many things coming out. And powerlessness. No, this is not for me. First of all, this may not be true. Second, no, this is, even if it is true, not for me. No, this may be true for the people who don't have to work for their food and paying the bills. No, maybe it is true for the people who are sitting in Kailasa and enjoying the happy, free life. All kinds of thought currents will come inside. Sit, have a little patience, listen. Listen to yourself and start penning down precisely what all resistance, anger, fear, guilt, powerlessness, what all is getting blurted out, vomited by your immature mind. Listen, pen down. Do completion 2-3 times. Sit with mirror. Actually, I tell you, if you sit with mirror and chant Mahavagya and do completion, you will see me in the mirror. Then all your patterns are complete. Till you see me in the mirror, do completion with the mirror. Your form will disappear and my form will appear there. Till then, sit in front of mirror and do completion. Understand? This is the initiation I am giving to all of you. Sit in front of mirror pen down all these patterns and fears and everything. Intensely chant Mahavagya and see the mirror and start reliving this pattern, start completing. You will see me appearing in the mirror and making you completely complete and making you manifest powerful cognitions and powers. Till I appear in the mirror, continue completion. And I tell you, I will really appear in the mirror and make you complete and make you manifest powers. When I say, I mean. Just sit in front of the mirror and declare simple integrity to me. Start chanting Mahavagya and remember this powerful cognition, today's cognition. Pen down all the incompletions, fears, anger, guilt, impossibility, patterns which tells you no, you need to be dependent internally, externally other than Paramashiva. Pen down all of that. Whatever patterns tells you, you need to be internally, externally dependent on something else other than Paramashiva. Pen down. Pen down. Sit in front of mirror and start completing all those patterns and incidents, root incidents, everything. Let all the incompletions melt down, be completely burnt away. You will see in your pure inner space and in the mirror me appearing. Paramashiva and Parashakti's intense presence will be happening. Both Paramashiva and Parashakti will be manifesting through this form. And blessing you, making you completely complete and making you manifest the powerful cognitions and the powers. I bless you all. Let's start this homework today.
Swamiji has revealed to all of us what Sadashiva Tattva is. Declaring all your life, all the known, unknown, beyond noble components of you to Paramashiva. Declaring that all your internal, external dependencies are only on Paramashiva. Not on anything else, not on anyone else, not on any other thing. Anything other than Paramashiva is not something that you will depend on. This one powerful cognition, actually, Swamiji will always tell, if you base your preferences, right? If you base your likes and dislikes on anything that is ephemeral, when that ceases to exist, you will fall into depression. This is a cycle. If you just look back into the life, just look back and see. Whenever, let's say, you forever thought, like, always you thought that knowledge is the best resource in life. You thought that, just through knowledge, if you have knowledge, that is enough. But at some point, when your intellect fails, you'll fall into depression. If you believed, if the core of you believed that you experiencing the sensual pleasures is the best way. That's the, that's the strength of your life. When your senses fail, you'll fall into depression. If you experience food as the purpose of your life, the base of your life, if you're dependent on food for your joy, pain, sad, anything, when the taste organ fails, you'll fall into depression. When you build your whole life out of your relationship with a person, you think you live for a person, you are only for that person. When that person dies, you'll fall into depression, or when that person leaves you, there's some need for you to be separate, you will fall into depression. Anything that is ephemeral will always only lead you into depression. All your internal external dependencies being on Paramashiva means whether something is added to you or removed from you, the core of you, your core existence can never be taken away from you. That core existence, that core component of you, that existence of you is what Paramashiva manifests. Are all of you catching it? This is the essence that Swamiji very beautifully has revealed to all of us through this one session. Having all our internal, external dependencies on Paramashiva. Whatever you know as you, whatever you believe as you, Swamiji explained, right? Whether you approach life through Shivaya Nama, surrender, or Shivoham, Advaita, both have their own limitations, because even in Advaita you come from an assumption that something in you is separate, something Paramashiva is separate. Only Paramadvaita means even whether you have to connect to Paramashiva through surrender or whether you have to connect to Paramashiva through oneness, let him decide. I will just say you are existing. Paramashiva exists. Knowing that even death is your dimension. When you know destruction is one of your dimension, it becomes rejuvenation. When you know you put yourself into delusion, you get out of delusion. When you start making the conscious cognitions in life, you will start seeing how beautifully you'll become so blissful. The way you experience life will itself change completely. If you just start contemplating, cognizing this one truth. Write down, Swamiji explained, right? If you just sit in front of the mirror and identify what part of you, write down all the things and relive in the mirror. Anything which you are dependent, not dependent on Paramashiva, dependent on something other than Paramashiva, pen them down. all of you can slowly settle down. Like Swamiji beautifully revealed, up until the point where you continue to see only yourself in the mirror, up until that point in time, it is still all your decisions, the functions, it's all being made on based on your self-doubt, SDHD. The moment your image is replaced with Swamiji in the mirror, that means the completion is complete. Means you have realized that beyond your existence, it is Paramashiva who exists. Swamiji himself will appear in the mirror and bless. That makes your completion complete. Understanding this one truth, all our internal external dependencies should be only on Paramashiva. This one truth is powerful enough to give us all the experience, the ultimate experience of oneness.
Okay, so Ma Virupaksha is asking, I don't really understand what it means to be dependent only on Paramashiva or even on anything else. What does it mean to be dependent?
A beautiful question. Both Ma Priyatma Swarupini is also asked, is it like surrendering? See, Swamiji very beautifully explains. What you build your life upon, based on what you build your existence. For example, if the core of you believes the ultimate pleasure in life is sensual pleasures, like the core purpose of your life is sensual pleasures, then as you grow old and your senses fail, you'll fall into depression. If you think life is all about having the best brain candies, like discussing intellectual discussions and all that, when your intellect fails, you'll fall into depression. If you build your whole identity on hooked on just by watching movies, TV, and so on, when your eyes fail, you'll fall into depression. If you build your whole life on enjoying food, enjoying the taste of food, when your sense of taste fails as you grow old, your ability to taste things fails, you'll fall into depression. If you build your whole life out of possessing a person, like you live for a person, you want to be with that person, you don't want to miss them, when a situation arises, either that person passes away or they move somewhere else, you will fall into depression. Anything upon which you center your existence on, if it is ephemeral, if something is can be taken away tomorrow, understand, you will always fall into depression. You're building your dependency on something other than Paramashiva. If you build your whole dependency, internal, external dependency on Paramashiva, which means whether you feel your pain, pleasure, happy, sad, good, bad, right, wrong, whatever it is, if the core anchor point of view is centered on Paramashiva, means Swamiji, understand, you will never fall into depression because the base on which you're building your pleasures and pain is eternal, the eternal component of you. See, if you think your talent is the best thing, your voice is the best strength for you in your life, when your voice fails, you will fall into depression because you're building your existence upon something which is not eternal, it's ephemeral, correct? Similarly, let's say you build your whole life thinking your intelligence is your best power, your logic is your best strength. At certain point, when you feel your logic is starting to fail, your logic is not strong enough, you will fall into depression because your whole identity is built on your logic. So, Ma Priyatma Surupini and Ma Virupaksha, having the internal external dependency on Paramashiva means building your identity, what you derive the strength from in your life should be Paramashiva. See, because you are Paramashiva, because you are in oneness with Swamiji, you will have all the wealth in life. That means whether wealth is there or not, you will never question the Paramashivatva in you. But let's say if you build your whole life on the wealth that you have in your bank account, just one day if the stock market collapses, or let's say if your wealth is lost for some reason, you will fall into depression because your whole life would have been built on the idea of around wealth. Wealth is your ultimate strength, which is ephemeral. So Swamiji very beautifully explained here, right? Building your internal, external dependencies only on Paramashiva. Whether you are successful about something, it is because of Paramashiva. Whether you are going through a pain, it is because Paramashiva wants you to go through at this point in time. When you have that as a strong understanding, that is what is called as building your internal external dependency. Ma Virupaksha, you're asking, does that mean that we do not need food and shelter other than Paramashiva? No. Understanding that whether you have good food today, it is because of Paramashiva. Even if there is no food today, this is what Paramashiva has given for you in your life. Both ways, whether when food is there or not, that external situation changing will not change your core identity of you as Paramashiva. See, if you think because I'm manifesting, I'm Paramashiva, then let's say one day if you're not able to manifest a power, your whole identity that you're Paramashiva gets shaken. Instead, whether I manifest or not, I am Paramashiva. Because I am Paramashiva, because I'm in oneness with Swamiji, I am manifesting. You're catching the difference? Ma Priyatma Surupini and Ma Virupaksha. Just if you understand this, the whole platform out of which we operate, that whole battlefield will change. So nothing can ever be taken out of you. And that is why Swamiji tells, if you build yourself from this cognition, you will be so confident in life. Nothing, no situation from outside can shake you. And Swamiji has given us that ultimate truth through this. Constantly, if you just see, how will Swamiji operate? I am Swamiji. I am in oneness with Swamiji. So can an external situation of pain or suffering, any external situation, let's say there's a conflict outside, can that cause suffering in me? The way you start questioning will change. You will not ask, oh, why is there suffering? Because I am suffering so much, how can I be Swamiji? That is again, you are depending on an external situation to validate that you are Swamiji, you are oneness with Paramashiva. Instead, if you question the suffering, if you ask, I am Swamiji, whether I know or not, whether I believe or not, doesn't matter. Swamiji told, I am Paramashiva, I am in oneness with him. That means I am in oneness with him. Then how can I suffer? Are you understanding? So the platform on which you ask that question changes.
Purushananda is asking, so even if everything is taken away from us, like food, shelter, etc., even then we won't suffer. That is what this most powerful cognition will give you. No pain, no suffering. You will live without pain and without suffering. That will not be able to change the state that you are in. Instead, you will always have the power to be able to manifest the way you want it. Take Swamiji, for example. Swamiji spent his whole life from his childhood. Swamiji spent his entire life just to revive Kailasa for the sake of Hindus, for the sake of humanity at large, right? And with his sheer hard work, coming from a remote village, Tiruvannamalai, and just with sheer hard work, Swamiji created the enlightenment ecosystems and created the entire Adi Kailasa for all of us to experience. At the point where the attacks, despite of Swamiji doing so much for humanity, whether it is the services, like whether it's taking care of sadhus and doing annadan for like billions of free meals being served, or giving free education to everyone, like the huge amount of contributions Swamiji has done, or the spiritual work Swamiji has done, like initiating us, giving the revelations on all the major scriptures of Hinduism in a way we all can understand, authoring 1,300 plus books and making it all completely available for us completely for free. Like in every aspect, the amount of work Swamiji has done, and pouring his blood and sweat, Swamiji built every brick by brick of that whole Adi Kailash and all the other ecosystems, the enlightenment ecosystems. But when the persecution went to such an extent where the assassins jumped into Swamiji's quarters and they literally drove Swamiji away from his very own home, the Adi Kailasa, and made it like impossible for him to even be there. The first response Swamiji gave was not anything else. Swamiji did not even, where at one point Swamiji didn't even have a place to go. Swamiji didn't know next moment where to go. The one who has created homes for so many millions of us. That point, the first response Swamiji gave, it's time to create a Hindu nation. Even at that situation, the worst situation, that where you don't have anything with you, what you have worked for 27 years, the 27 years of hard work, suddenly in front of you, like nothing is there that can be there with you. They're blackmailing for you to give up this whole revival of Hinduism. Declare yourself as secular. We will not persecute you. But Swamiji did not back off. Swamiji did not even say, okay, probably I'll wait for some more time. No. Swamiji's next cognition was, it's high time now. We have to create Hindu nation.
And even in addition to this, Swamiji's response to life in that situation was not, why should I do anything for this humanity which is only going to continuously persecute or continuously stop the mission that Swamiji is doing. Even the worst extent of what a human being can face, Swamiji went through that. Even in those situations, not once Swamiji has ever been shaken. Nothing in Swamiji. That's why if you see even the people, the so-called trollers or the so-called abusers, even if you see all of that, one thing nobody can deny, everyone will tell us, I don't know how Swamiji never gets shaken by any of this. I don't know how Swamiji cannot stop, because every time they thought, if this time the attack is going to be much bigger, so I think Swamiji will pack off his mission and then everything is going to stop. Nothing, not even the worst of torture, worst of persecution, the worst possible extent of what human beings could go through, Swamiji has been through that. But nothing could stop Swamiji, not alone stop, nothing could even shake Swamiji, his existence, his smile. Nothing could even touch that. Swamiji beautifully revealed that secret to all of us just in the previous session, right? Swamiji said, ultimately, Swamiji questioned Paramashiva, and never Swamiji waited for any external situation to approve of the existence of Paramashiva. Instead, whatever happened, he just knew it is Paramashiva who's doing it. Of course, Swamiji is only Paramashiva, but he's just playing out this whole Leela for all of us to realize, for all of us to understand how an incarnation, God is coming down, living within the human framework, the societal framework, within the limitations of all society. Swamiji never, if you see, Swamiji never used his superpowers. Swamiji never used any of this for, to deal back with any attack. Swamiji can make people who are stuck for years, who are not able to walk, who are sitting in wheelchair, just with one word, Swamiji is able to make them walk. Do you think if Swamiji just utters once, all this will not drop? But then our human mind will say, oh, he's God, so he could do it. What about my suffering? I can't deal it like that. Swamiji comes down. Paramashiva himself comes down, lives within the human framework, within the societal rules. Swamiji tells that Swamiji will never use the superpowers or, all his extraordinary capabilities for dealing with any of this, because living within the human framework and going through what we call, what all of us human beings see as the worst possible suffering in life that can happen, and still Swamiji will live through it so powerfully, not getting affected. Not just not getting affected, the way Swamiji responds to these situations.
Actually, Ma Purushananda has asked that exact question. See, Ma Purushananda, you're saying oh, Swamiji is an avatar since birth, but what about regular people? You need to understand, okay, how many of you that are here, even in your own, the difficulties you were struggling with, the cases you were stuck with, or legal issues you had, or your health issues that you have faced, any kind of problems, one blessing from Swamiji, immediately it disappeared. How many of you are there like that? Can I request all of you to please post it in the chat? See, when Swamiji is able to just one blessing and your problems disappear, they don't even exist anymore. They can just disappear. You win the cases. Every day we have so many of you sharing so many of these experiences, being showered by Swamiji's blessings. As an avatar, Swamiji showers all of us. But for himself, Swamiji lives within this human framework to show us all, even you can do it. That is why Swamiji says beautifully, I am not here to prove that I am God. I am here to prove that you are God. Every sacrifice, even the decisions Swamiji takes, that without using any of his superpowers, without using any of these, what we call as extraordinary abilities, Swamiji is living each principle and showing it to us itself is a huge tyaga. It's one great tyaga as an avatar. Swamiji is doing, taking whatever arrows are coming upon himself and showing us, despite of all of this, you can still stand up and you can win in those situations. You're understanding, Ma Purushananda?
See, Swamiji will tell that if, let's say, if Paramashiva appears, why does incarnation need to happen? There was once a participant asked this question. So Swamiji very beautifully answered. Swamiji told, imagine if Paramashiva comes in front of you and he's coming with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, and he's coming, appearing in front of you, and he's saying, you can never suffer, you are me, I am you. What will be our human mind's first response? We will say, you are God, you are Paramashiva. Do you know, can you ever understand about how I have to deal? I can't even deal with my spouse. How can I be Paramashiva? How can I be you? I can't even handle my boss. How can I handle the universes? Our mind will never let us experience that oneness, because we're all deeply rooted in this westernized process of thinking, where we always think, oh, God is in higher pedestal, we are in the lower pedestal, and we are sinners, and all of these concepts. That is why the avatar, out of extreme compassion, Paramashiva decides to do the Tyaga. He takes the human body, lives within the human framework. He goes through all the worst suffering and still lives and shows to humanity how we can live. We are all Him. He is us. And how we too can live as Paramashiva within this and get liberated from this Maya matrix. That is why, whether you see Rama, even when Rama came down, he had to fight with demons. There were continuous attacks on him. Even when Krishna came down, there were continuous attacks on Krishna. It is not new. Every time when avatars come down, the demons always attack. The avatars, if Rama also, he could have just left the Sudarshana Chakra and killed Ravana, but he still went through the whole 14 years of Vanavasa, fighting the whole battle, everything. The same thing. Today, Paramashiva has again descended as Swamiji. He's done the tyaga of going through the whole persecution and attacks just to show us that how we as human beings can deal with the everyday aspects of our life, even what we see as the worst possible suffering, even that Swamiji goes through it with a smile, never gets shaken, and wins each one of them without ever having any anger or powerlessness in him. And through that, Swamiji is showing us an example for all of us how we can deal with the smallest of things in our life and experience that oneness with him.
Now it's time already for all of us to get prepared for today's darshan. And today being the auspicious day of Vijayadasami and the graduation day for this batch of Paramashivoham level 3 participants, all of us are going to be blessed, showered with the darshan of the ultimate avatar, the Purnavatara of Paramashiva, the Paramavatara of Paramashiva, the 1008th living incarnation, our beloved Swamiji. So let's get ready for the darshan, and you will see whatever you have learned in this program so far. How many of you enjoyed the program? How many of you enjoyed this program? What was your experience in this program? Great. Now, you'll see all of you that are saying me, yes, yes, and some of you are waving your hands. See, you will see this powerful cognitions, the experiences you have received. The life, now when you go and start living your life, it will completely transform. The way you will experience day-to-day reality will just completely transform, and you yourself will feel as if your very reality has changed completely.
All of us are going to receive this ultimate initiation, radiating the Akshaya Gunas of Paramashiva. All the auspicious qualities that Swamiji has in him, Swamiji is going to be initiating all of us. This is ultimately is what is Paramashivoham, right? End of the day, living as Paramashiva. How Swamiji is living as Swamiji is the essence of Paramashivoham. And today, all of us are going to be receiving that as an initiation. We're all going to be receiving that as a Diksha today. And I request all the participants to come and settle down. Can I request every one of you to please be in front of the camera? Today, during darshan, any boons that you want to ask, any prayers that you want to ask, you all can go ahead and you all can ask those to Swamiji. Swamiji himself will be blessing. Ma Valini Subhay is saying, wow, there was so much of realization and transformation. Beautiful, Ma. I request every one of you, all the participants, to please take a few minutes and come and settle down. Please be seated in front of the camera. In just about a few minutes, we are all going to be entering into the darshan. I request all the participants to be on the camera and check and ensure that you're not having your virtual backgrounds on. Make sure you're fully visible in the camera. And I also see in some of the rooms that the participants are not visible in the camera. The digital securities will be having to move you all into the waiting room if you're not in the camera. So I request each of you to please come, settle down in front of the camera.
Today, during the darshan, you all can post any prayers that you want to ask Swamiji as a message. And we have 6 different platforms where you can post, which includes Zoom rooms, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter. And you can post in all of these platforms any boons, prayers that you want to ask. And you'll receive direct blessings from Swamiji.
Get ready to receive the darshan. During the darshan, when you sit you're going to be ultimately experiencing, mirroring that inner space of Swamiji's. Understand, each time when Swamiji channels a particular deity for all of us, he literally brings the deity, the energy, the consciousness to a frequency in which all of us can access it. Today, the ultimate manifestation, the Paramavatara of Paramashiva, as our beloved Swamiji, Swamiji is going to be giving the darshan. And each time that you have the darshan of that particular forms of Swamiji, of Paramashiva, you will actually see all the auspicious components of that particular form, the powerful cognitions, powers, all the auspicious components of that particular form of Paramashiva gets awakened inside of you. Let's say, for example, if you have the darshan of Gajamukha Anugraha Murti, all that completion, all the auspicious qualities, Akshaya Gunas of Gajamukha Anugraha Murti gets awakened in you. When you sit in the darshan of Ardhanarishwara, when you see Swamiji manifesting as Ardhanarishwara, all the powerful cognitions, powers, the powerful components of Ardhanarishwara Murti gets awakened inside of you. Today, when you sit in front of Swamiji, having the darshan of Swamiji, all the auspicious qualities, which is called as the Akshaya Gunas, the auspicious components gets awakened in you. This is what all of us are going to be receiving as the initiation today. Understand, during the darshan, this experience that we all have is what we call as mirroring of neurons. We all learnt about Shakti Pada, mirroring of neurons through the program, right? This is the exact process that happens to us through the mirroring of neurons. When you sit and when you see Swamiji, just by seeing, whether you are in somewhere in Australia, you're somewhere in the US, any part of the world, your time zone doesn't matter, where you are doesn't matter, distance or time doesn't matter. This surpasses the distance and time. It's beyond the time and space dimension. It raises you out beyond these and takes you to the experience of ultimate oneness. So we request all of you to please settle down, and any number of boons that you want, you all can ask today on this auspicious day of Vijayadashami. Today is the culmination of today. The Navaratri is ending, and today begins all the end of the Vijayadashami represents victory over all the negativity, all the patterns, victory over all the internal struggles, conflicts, everything that you have. And we get the ultimate blessing. So we request every one of you to please be seated and let's all get ready for the darshan. The happening of the Guru is one of the most profound, the most powerful, and ultimate happening in one's life. And all of us are blessed to have had Paramashiva himself come down as a Guru for all of us, blessing us with the ultimate sciences of enlightenment, living and radiating Him in our lives. So we request every one of you to take this sincerely. Enrich your near and dear ones. Let them not miss the signs. Let them not miss these initiations. Let them all come and receive these gifts from directly from Paramashiva himself. Understand, today during the darshan, the experience of Paramashivoham, the experience of ultimate experience of Paramadvaita with Swamiji. Swamiji will literally be blessing all of us, radiating this exact science. So let us sit, get ready to receive.
And we also have a very exciting news. Tomorrow onwards, we are going to be having the very, very, very special Parashakti Akashic readings, where Swamiji himself is going to be doing the Akashic reading revelations. And Swamiji himself is going to be like as Devi Parashakti. The whole way how the darshan would be, it's just so different. I know all of us just love how Parashakti Akashic reading is, you will see Swamiji completely different, completely different. It would not be about just the look of it alone, like how the whole energy is and how Swamiji would be talking as Parashakti, because literally Devi Parashakti lands in Swamiji and reveals the Akashic revelations, answering any of the questions directly from the cosmic archives. So Swamiji is going to be answering anyone who has any questions, who has any kind of prayers where you want these revelations from the cosmic archives, you can post it. And tomorrow onwards, we are going to be having it. So stay tuned in. We will be posting further information on the Facebook page. Sorry for that. So now it's time to get ready for the darshan. We request all the participants, we still see some of you moving. We request all of you to please come and settle down. Now, please sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes. Chant the Mahavakya. And let's get ready to receive the darshan. Please chant the Mahavakya.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.